This is the third round of the very exciting and closely fought Stanley Group N Saloon Car National Championship Racing. We've been at Swartkorps, we've been down at the tight circuit down at Killarney, and now it's the turn of the Aldo Scribante circuit here in Port Elizabeth. With me to talk about the races is clerk of the course, Brian Hoskins. Brian, the racing a little bit competitive, but certainly argy-bargy starting to creep in.
Roger, I agree and disagree because unfortunately this type of sport blends itself to appear that it is very dangerous at times. And at long last now the manufacturers have agreed with us that maybe it is getting out of hand, and they've allowed us now to enforce the rules 100% and are behind us 100%, that is Motorsport, to control it now. We now appoint judge of facts on each corner. Their decision is final, it is non-protestable, the competitors are aware of it, like they found in Cape Town unfortunately. But the team that was affected at that particular stage, they were 100% behind us in our decision, and in fact they wrote us a letter to compliment us as such.
You don't think this will spoil the racing though?
I don't think so, Roger, because the door handles and the mirrors and what you will still get. We are looking for the guy who deliberately wants to park another guy on a win or lose situation.
And the first Stanley race of the day was for the Class C cars with the Works Toyotas and Works Opals, and a little further behind the 1300cc cars in Class E. They were all running in the same race. And it was Serge Damsou, the South African rally champion for 1989, taking the lead, being pressurised there by the Works Opal of Rodney Tim. He's from Port Elizabeth, and right on his tail, Cape Townian Steve Wyndham. And behind them came Leon Marais from the Transvaal, Mike White, and also Neil Stevens in the heat of battle. Damp track, big crowd had come out to see the racing here. It's become very popular all around the circuit, and you can't get it much closer than this. With Damsou going away to win, but the pressure certainly on Rodney Tim in front of his home crowd. Then came Leon Marais and Mike White in the Transvaal Toyotas, and behind them was Neil Stevens with Mike O'Sullivan in the Auto Coupe Toyota. And with Serge Damsou going away, he ultimately was going to win both of these Class C races, but the pressure was on here. This is where the battle lay, just behind him. As they went into standing sweep there, it was Rodney Tim hanging on, but he went wide, allowing Steve Wyndham to take his chances. And Tim, you can see there, keeps his foot flat on the dirt. He makes his way back on the road. Leon Marais is hardly able to give him any room. Mike White behind him, Neil Stevens, and following up in leading the other pack, there is Mike O'Sullivan in that Auto Coupe Toyota. So Serge Damsou doing the double for the day, which must improve his chances in the Stanley Group N Championship. And a little further behind in the 1300cc class, Russell Wood, leading the championship, had a big spin on Hanger Bend, ruined his chances and leaving it to this man, which was Graham Blankfield, to win it in the Albaranti Delta Opel Cadet Cup. Then it was the turn of the big guns, the Western Province dealer team BMW of Hannes Oosthuizen, starting behind the two Works Opel 16-valve GSIs of Michael Briggs and Roddy Turner. Tension running very high, big fields running A class, B class and D class together. And disaster just after the start, going for a gap there, Michele Lupin in the Delta City Opel and Martinez Breers in the Dykel Construction Volkswagen Golf came together, rolled, the cars actually went up in the air and landed on the Armco railing. So this necessitated a stopping of the race as the track was cleared by the very efficient marshals from the Aldo Motorsport and Western Province Motorsport Club down in Cape Town. But those cars were totaled, not to be seen racing for the rest of the day. The track was cleared for the restart, and it's Michael Briggs on the left-hand side getting away ahead of Roddy Turner, Hannes Oosthuizen alongside him, and then Farik Danger from the Transvaal on the second row of the grid. Classes A, B and D all running together. Michael Briggs taking the early lead. Turner was next, then it was Oosthuizen, Tony Viana in the Winfield BMW. It was Willie Hepburn, and then it was Nick Duval going very well, leading Class B in the Works Opel. And Michael Briggs getting all the pressure he needed there from Roddy Turner. Tony Viana getting himself into third position, and the Roodepoort Delta Opel keeping the pressure on Viana as they came through. The Danger well up, Derek Irvin was there, and then it was Terry Moss and the other PE drivers. There was Alan Jones and McDonald, and leading Class D, the Motocross Ford of Neil Brink, keeping out Ben Morgan, and he has to do this to stay ahead in the championship. And it's not easy to win in this sort of company as Roddy Turner eases to the front, and Michael Briggs has to call on everything he knows if he's going to pass his teammate and win overall for the day. but the pressure's certainly on as they go into Continental Corner. Tony Viana still in the picture behind the two. Michael Briggs finds a gap and comes home ahead of Ronnie Turner. Behind them, the battle royal is on with Terry Moss, despite punctures, coming through in second position behind Nick Duval and Derek Irving there as well. And Neil Brink, holding on to his position at the top of the championship, comes home in the Ford just ahead of Ben Morgan. So the final results: Briggs wins Class A in the Opel, Nick Duval Class B in an Opel, Serge Damsou popular in the Toyota in Class C, Neil Brink the winner of Class D in the Ford, and Graham Blankfield takes Class E in the Opel 1300.